There was one evening where we went to the night market in Kaohsiung. It was the most loud, chaotic, crazy scene I have ever been a part of. The night market was so packed and crazy that I really had difficulty seeing the subject that I was drawing. I found this wonderful little fried fish stand. They had the funniest crab sign, which was this cartoon crab. It had these blinking lights on it, half of which were broken. It had such a funny, quirky personality, and then the chaos surrounding it just made it that much better. The thing is, the night market is so totally jam-packed with people that even though I was standing pretty close to the stand, pretty much 50% of the time, I couldn't see it because there were just all these people walking back and forth the whole time. And I remember I was sitting there, I was holding my Bristol board, and I was doing this because I couldn't see the parts that I needed to see. And I noticed that because there was this almost frantic pace at the night market that I started to draw with a really frantic pace. And I started really being extremely spontaneous, throwing in marks, not caring, and working incredibly fast. I'm already somebody who draws at a pretty fast pace as it is. And so the fact that the scene got me to probably double my drawing pace is really quite remarkable. It wasn't just how crowded the night market was, it's also the sounds and the smells of the night market, all of which are really intense. There's vendors who are shouting at the top of their lungs. There's people yelling what they want to order. And the smells change pretty much every 2 feet that you walk. And so what I thought was really exciting is I felt like that energy really translated into the way that I drew that evening. It was drawing at the night market that made me realize that the character of the scene influenced so much the way that I took my approach to the drawing. At the night market, which was utter chaos, probably 50,000 different light sources, tons and tons of people just packed into a very tiny space, everybody moving around. Layering is definitely one of the most important techniques you can use with a Tombow brush pen. At first, when I started using the Tombow brush pens, I thought that layering was really only for different types of colors to blend on top of each other. I quickly discovered, though, doing those night drawings, that even a color like black, which seems very opaque and it seems like, oh, I should just have to put one layer to be black, right? You actually do have to layer the black brush pen at least 3 times before you get it to its fullest opacity. And same thing, even with a color like dark brown, I found I had to layer 3 or 4 times. And it was really fun because in one brush pen, you can get 3 or 4 different gradients just by layering it on top of itself. So layering is not just for putting, say, yellow on top of green. It's for putting brown over brown over brown. And that very much gives you many different layers of depth in the color.